I'm Susan Dozier with DK Communications Group, and I've got 3 tips this morning for people who are in the restaurant and hospitality business, who are trying to drive traffic to their takeout and curbside establishments. And I also want for you to listen if you're a small farmer or if you're a maker that's marketing honey or cheese or any kind of thing like that that you're also trying to sell. When I was at the farmer's market this weekend, I talked to a lot of people, and I realized several of you don't know the power of Facebook and video. And the power of video also applies to other social platforms, but for this, I'm just going to talk about Facebook. First of all, when you have video, Facebook will show it to more people than they will show a post with pictures. And so that's a great way to reach more people without having to boost. If you still do have budget to boost, of course do that and do it to your fans that already know and love you. So here's the thing, a lot of us are like, oh, I can't stand the thought of my face being in video. Well, you don't have to just have your face in it. You could just film your beautiful product that you have going out through the door and just talk behind it. But you know, people really like to connect with a human. And although you're pushing your food in the end, you know, you're just selling you in the end. So go ahead and think about, if it's just you, if you don't have anybody to film you, hit this little button right here that flips it to this kind of setup. And go ahead, hold it up high, that way you don't get all this chin stuff going on. And you can talk to the camera and tell them about your beautiful food, and then zero in and show it to them. So that's one way to do it. If you've got a buddy that can help you, my partner Des is shooting me for this, just talk through what you're gonna do, and you can even go outside, you can introduce them to the person that's gonna greet them with their takeout bag. You can tell them whether they need to call you, whether they need to go to the website, how to order, that kind of thing. At Orman's Cheese Shop here in Charlotte, Rachel, the cheesemonger and owner of that shop, is actually doing video tours of her cheese case so that people can actually see what kind of cheese they're going to order. So that's really cool. And it captures people's attention, and it makes them want to support you and help you and buy from you, and that's the point. So another thing I wanted to talk about is just really making your food look delicious. And so here today I have my Duke's bread, their brioche, and some delicious natural peanut butter, and I have some honey from Hamptonville, North Carolina. And I'm going to talk to you just for a minute about yum factor. So yum factor is when you do something to your food, if you can drizzle something, if you can show that yumminess. This can be a chicken biscuit, it can be something simple with a burger and cheese, or maybe the cheese melting on the grill. If you can make somebody understand how yummy your food is going to be, that's going to really go a long way in making them hungry and so ready to have your food item right then. If you're a maker and you have honey or a jelly or cheese or something like that, you might even just want to talk about a few combinations that they can do easily at home that aren't complicated but really make such a difference because they're using your products. And maybe you can upsell and get them to buy an additional product. So just super simple. I'm going to summarize now. 1, use video. One thing I didn't tell you is make sure the light is here on the front of your face. I do have a lamp behind me, but the primary light source is in front of me. If the light's all behind you, you're a silhouette. So number 1, shoot video. Be you. Number 2, it doesn't have to be perfect. And 3, show off your food. Remember the yum factor. This is Susan Dozier at DK Communications Group. Message me if you've got a question. Thanks so much.